welcome to my YouTube channel. So this is totally new. This is something we've never done before. I honestly never thought I'd be making a YouTube channel, but we're doing it because we live so far away from most of our family and friends, so we're doing it to kind of keep up with them as our kids grow up and as we get older. So today we're kind of just hanging at home. This morning the people that come and clean our house are gonna be here, and so I take the kiddos out to go do something else. So we're gonna go to breakfast with my dad this morning, which will be a lot of fun, and then we're probably gonna stop by the park with Adeline and let her run around and get some of her energy out. And then the rest of the day is just gonna kind of be what I do every day. And can you say hi? Hi. Say hi. Oh, don't. Say hello. Yeah. Hello. What's your name? Is your name Adeline? Yeah. Can you say Adeline? Oh, no. No? Okay. That's okay. Where'd you go? Hi, baby girl. Hi. Instagram that we were gonna do a Q&A on this video, so we are gonna do that now. We're on the way to Phoenix Children's Hospital for Adeline's urology appointment. She asked to get a VCUG done. I'm not gonna explain it to you guys because it's probably not something you want to hear. It's not super fun. So anyway, we'll go ahead and answer some questions. I probably won't answer all of them because I got a lot and I don't want this video to be like an hour long. So, we'll just start, but this one was popular. So it says, are you going to have more babies? So we go back and forth on this like every day. Well, I guess I do. I don't think Parker wants more kids right now. But every time I'm like, I don't want more kids. And then randomly I'll just be sitting somewhere and I'm like, I want another baby sometime soon. Or like, I want to try to have another baby so we can have a surprise gender and like all that. And then by the end of every single day, after all of the kids are put to bed and stuff, I'm like, I don't want any more kids. So.
At this point, I think it's no.
No? No, okay. We'll move on then.
If we can afford a nanny at some point, maybe more.
We can afford a nanny, Parker, that makes us sound horrible. Okay. What was it like becoming young parents?
It's really not. They say babies are expensive. Babies aren't expensive. Medical bills are expensive. That's the only expensive part. Diapers are like 20 bucks.
I'd kind of agree with that. I mean, we do have a really good job, which like makes it so we're able to afford diapers and stuff, you know? But like,
yeah,
because some people, like young parents, some people get like pregnant and have babies in high school. Like that'd be a lot harder if you just had to work like part-time and then go to school.
Oh yeah, I couldn't imagine going to
But like
school.
in our situation, we were already out of high school and stuff. So I'm gonna hold this for this loop.
Hey.
So I would agree with that. I mean, I think the hardest part was just the fact that neither of us got to go through college before we had kids. So, you know, obviously most of the time, if you get through college, you can find a job that might pay you a little bit more. Now, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, but
I just think the hardest part is just the fact that everyone judges you when you're so young. Like, people just look at you so weird when you're like out and they notice like how young you are. But
I think we're kind of past that though. Like,
yeah, because we don't look
that young.
But I'm still 19. I turned 20 in a month, and he just turned 21. So I mean, technically I'm still a teenager and I have 2 kids. So, but we don't act young, and we're definitely not. We don't look young. So, okay. How did you guys meet? This is kind of a funny one.
Is that really the third one you pick?
I'm just going through and picking random ones. Okay, so anyway, we met.
I slid in her DMs.
Okay, but there's kind of, yeah. Okay, so I was friends with this girl I was in high school. Yeah, I was really young in high school. I think I was like, I was a freshman.
Been a freshman.
Yeah, I was a freshman. And I was friends with this girl, and she started dating
my brother.
His brother. They had just moved to Nebraska where I was living at the time, and she started dating his brother, and then I was like, well, he's too young to me, because she was 2 years younger than me, the girl I was friends with. So then I looked at his Instagram and I saw Parker, and I was like, oh my god, like, he's super hot. And I told his brother all the time whenever I was with him and my friend, like, you should tell your brother I think he's cute. And he never would. Or I guess he did.
No, he did. This was prior to me ever interacting with a female. So I didn't like know what to do. So
so he just ignored me.
It just kind of, yeah.
Yeah. So for like 2 years, he just knew that I thought he was attractive and just ignored me. And then one of my friends had a pottery class with him at school, and she would always Snapchat me pictures of him, and I would respond to her and be like, oh my god, he's so hot. And like, she would tell him I said this, and he still wouldn't say anything.
Well, we were both kind of with other people when that was going on, though.
Okay. Whoa. That kind of makes us sound really bad. I was not with someone else when I said you were really hot.
Oh, never mind. Well, then I was.
Yeah, but you never said anything to me.
Well, there you go.
Well, yeah. But then, of course, when I had just gone into like a thing with someone, then he DM'd me. I was literally in the car.
Oh, shit. Brake check.
I was in the car with said dude, and he DM'd me, and I was like, oh, Jesus. And then me and said dude ended it like 2 weeks later, and then we started talking. Okay, that was kind of a long answer. That was like 2 minutes. Okay.
So just left it slid in.
Do you guys plan on living in Arizona? If no, where do you eventually want to live? No.
That's a loaded question.
We hate Arizona.
I think hate's a strong word.
I hate Arizona. You might not. I hate Arizona. The only thing I like about Arizona is the fact that my parents live here. That's it.
Winters are nice. I mean,
yeah, I guess, but I like snow. You know,
it's April 2nd and it's 87 degrees.
Okay, but you know I like snow. So like,
yeah. But
I personally, I would love to live in Nebraska. We won't end up in Nebraska. If anything, it'll be Texas. Just with the company Parker works for and everything. If we did decide we wanted to move back to a more like Midwestern style state, it would be Texas. So if we're not living in Arizona, we're probably we'll probably be in Texas. Okay.
We'll see.
How did you tell your parents you were pregnant with Adeline? Oh jeez.
We didn't.
My mom told me.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have ovarian cysts, TMI, but so I had to go get ultrasounds done every like once a month to make sure that they weren't getting like too big or anything. Sorry, TMI. But I went to go have an ultrasound done, and these cysts made it so I didn't get my period, so it wasn't a weird thing when I didn't get my period 1 month. So I went to get this ultrasound done, and instead of seeing ovarian cysts, they saw a baby. And because I was still a minor, the doctor couldn't disclose the information to me over the phone, so she had to talk to my mom. So the doctor told my mom that I was pregnant on the phone. And then my mom and dad came into my bedroom one night when Parker and I were just like watching a movie, and they were like, we need to talk. And
It was so bad.
it was awful.
It was so bad.
Were you scared when you first found out you were pregnant? I wasn't really scared. I knew we had a lot of support from my parents, so that made it better.
I was petrified.
I wasn't really scared. I think I was nervous for like what was gonna happen, but I wouldn't say I was scared. What is your favorite thing about being parents?
Oh, that's a tough one.
I just think it's overall rewarding. Like it's so hard, but at the same time, like even when it gets hard, like when they just run up to you and smile, or you know,
When I get home from work and she like dead sprints and just like
jumps on you,
throws her body on me, is the most amazing thing in the world.
I think just being parents is my favorite thing about being a parent.
Yeah.
It's just like overall amazing.
Yeah. It's
were people supportive of your pregnancy? Yes and no.
yeah. Yes and no.
My parents were great with my pregnancy. Obviously they were disappointed when they found out I was pregnant. I think honestly Parker and I might have been a little disappointed just because that wasn't really the plan. But you know, it happens. And I didn't really tell many people, but all the friends I did tell were really close friends, so they were obviously really supportive. And Parker's friends were always supportive too, because he just has this couple guy friends that he's really close with.
Yeah.
But there's other people
that were less so for
that weren't
reasons that probably shouldn't have been reasons.
Yeah.
Lord.
It just, yeah. It's an interesting situation that we really shouldn't get into, so
yeah.
Yes and no. What's the hardest part about being a parent? Everything.
It's no. It's I think Theo has made me like, so basically one's a handful during the day and the other's a handful at night.
Yeah, that's true.
I think the hardest part is it is
a
24-hour
job.
You don't get like
you don't get a break. Like,
my time off is going to work, if that tells you anything.
And it's like he goes to work and then comes home and immediately starts playing with Adeline so that I can take a little break, because I've had both of them by myself all day. And so it's just like, he never gets
why don't we break down our schedule? So you're with them.
I'm with them. So Parker leaves.
I wake up at 4. I'm at work by 5.
So Parker leaves for work at 4:40. So from 4:40 until he gets home at 2:30, I'm with them all by myself.
And then
granted, Adeline doesn't wake up till 7, so I mean, really, unless you were to wake up earlier, I really don't do anything with her if she's just sleeping. But sometimes Theodore wakes up like 5 minutes after Parker leaves, so then that's when my morning starts. So then I'm with him and her all by myself for that super long stretch of time. It's almost 12 hours.
And I'm on toddler duty until bath, and I give Addie a bath. You give Theo a bath.
Yep. And then we put Addie to bed.
They get to bed.
And then normally we pretty much fall asleep right away. Sometimes we'll stay up, but normally
or I'll go to the gym.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you wish you would have waited to start a family? No.
Not for a second.
No.
I would not trade him for the world.
How did you meet? We already answered that. How did both of you end up in Arizona? That's a good one.
Well,
so my mom's job moved to Arizona when I was the summer of going into my senior year. So I finished junior year, and then we started pretty much right away. We started packing everything up, and by the end of July we were fully moved out to Arizona. Parker and I were still dating, but there was just some situations that made it so it wasn't super practical for him to come here at the moment. So we did about a month long distance with him in Nebraska and me in Arizona, and then
I packed my crap and got on.
And then we were like, okay, we hate this. Like, we don't want to do long distance. So he pretty much just packed up all this stuff, and I asked my mom and my parents if he could live in the guest bedroom of our house, because he had already graduated. He's a year older than me, so he graduated when I was a junior. So he just moved out here and lived in the guest bedroom of my parents' house. And yeah. Okay. Okay, let's see. How was your birth different with each kid? Well, with Adeline, my water broke in our bed at about 10 o'clock at night, and I wasn't even having contractions yet. She just broke my water and then decided it was time to come. So we got to the hospital at about 11:30. I got the epidural at like 1 a.m. maybe, and then I had her the next morning at 11:16 a.m. and that was that. I mean, her labor and delivery was super easy. With Theodore, at 35 weeks, I developed preeclampsia, and between 35 weeks and 36 weeks, I went to 4 doctor's appointments. So in the matter of 5 business days, I went to the doctor 4 times. So then on that 4th time I went, the doctor was like, okay, I'm going to give you this super strong medication to try and stop your headache, because one of the symptoms of preeclampsia is really bad headaches. If it doesn't make your headache go away, I want you to go to the ER. It didn't make my headache go away. So I went to the ER, and we were there for about 4 hours. We went in at 8, and it wouldn't make my headache go away. So at midnight, my doctor came in and said, okay, so you have now developed severe preeclampsia, you're getting induced. So at 36 weeks, I got induced. They started inducing me at literally 1 a.m. on Saturday morning, and I had him Sunday morning at 6 a.m. So it was a really long induction.
So long.
But I didn't have any pain because I was being induced, and it went so slow that I never really started getting contractions, and when I did, I got the epidural. So I never felt anything. So it was a really long time to wait to have him with being in labor, but it went really fast at the same time because I wasn't in pain.
Biggest difference is by far the NICU.
Yeah, so since Theodore was a week early, or 4 weeks early, wow, he is considered a preemie. So he was in the NICU for 6 days because he had fluid in his lungs and
jaundice.
And he had jaundice, yeah. So that was probably the hardest part, but they were so different, honestly. My boyfriend and I are thinking about getting engaged in the near future. What's your experience? We were only engaged for like a month. Oh, babe, this is coming to like a halt. So Parker proposed to me on like July, I don't know, 2nd or 3rd.
Yeah.
And we got married on August 4th. So we were literally engaged for a month. So, I mean, our engagement was awesome because it was only a month. But I would just say, you know, you do you. If you guys think you're ready and you're in love and you know,
no one knows if you're ready except you.
Exactly. So don't let people try and talk you out of it. If I said I wouldn't disclose names or anything, but if people are trying to,
sorry, my bad.
If people are trying to talk you out of it because you're young,
I don't know where I'm going.
Don't let them, because no one will know that you're not ready except for you. So if you're in love, I say go for it. Sorry, traffic got really bad.
Yeah.
How did Addie transition from being an only child to a big sister? She's doing really good.
Yeah, she loves, she's kind of at that age where like she wants to do what we're doing and she wants to help. So like She loves to go and get his pacifier and his diapers and his blanket. I mean, in terms of like the adjustment of not having all of our attention all the time, that only took a couple of days. She's always been really good. She kind of just like, she likes to play by herself. She just finds her toys and kind of does her own thing. So I think that probably helped.
I think the age she's at just was perfect to have another kid, because like she's at that age where she's not like that interested in anything but her toys. So like bringing home a baby, she wasn't like wanting to hold him all the time and wanting to try to give him bottles and try to give him his pacifier and stuff like that. Like she'll bring that stuff to us, but she doesn't really, you know.
Yeah. Sorry, this car in front of us is riding the struggle bus right now.
I know.
It's kind of entertaining to watch.
Okay, except for it's slowing us down so bad.
Oh yeah, they're a total idiot. There's no doubt about it. Never mind. Disregard that last part.
Okay, do you like Nebraska or Arizona better?
I think they both have big pluses and big minuses.
I like Arizona for the fact that my parents are here, like I said earlier. I like Nebraska because I love the Midwest. I love having all 4 seasons. It's just where I grew up. I like that small town feel. People from Nebraska will say it's not, Lincoln isn't a small town, but when you move from a place like Lincoln to a place like Phoenix, it's a small town.
It's a small town.
Yeah. So, because like my graduating class was like 2,000 people.
Oh.
Okay, so we answered all of the questions all of the questions for now, because that was a 20-minute video that we just took of us answering questions. So thank you guys so much for asking me questions. Thank you guys for watching this. This was my first video. I'm excited to make more for you guys. Comment down below what kind of videos you'd like to see me make. I'm new to this, so I don't really know what you guys want to see. So tell me and I'll make them. Please subscribe and give me a big thumbs up so that other people can see the video. Again, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.